Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, and today we are going to give the new brought back shade, brought back from the dead, put it back from the new mini controversy emerald edition of the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star collaboration. So if you don't know the tea on this was originally supposed to be in the conspiracy palette, but it was taken out for fear of lack of interest, and it wasn't until the internet demanded it that they decided to release this shade. So it is available in a single, and then they actually added it to the mini controversy in the emerald edition. So there are two different palettes of this that you can get, and I have them both. So we're going to give this shade a shot and just kind of see what's going on with it. And you guys are always asking me where to get shadow shields. I have a link in the description to my Amazon influencer page, where these are listed along with some of my other favorites that you can get through Amazon. So these are stupid cheap, and they are a must in your makeup arsenal. So we're gonna go ahead and apply these and get started. So I know this look is probably gonna be like a really bright green, so we don't wanna go too crazy because I don't know how bright this is gonna be. So I'm gonna take my conspiracy palette. Can we focus? There we go. And I'm gonna take this giant shape brush. We're gonna dip into my pills right here to start off this look. And we're just going to go right up here on the brow bone, just kind of dust that around. On me, this is a very, very soft, very light, almost non-existent shade. It is a very pretty shade. But on me, it's almost not there. So I usually like to use it just to tone down harshness of lines when I'm using other colors. But for this look, we're going to start off with this. Also, I don't know what happened with this little guy here. We're going to try to fix that. Next, I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush. We're going to dip into Tanacon, which I end up using like every time I use this palette. It's just a great transition shade for the crease. And then we're going to go right here and just kind of blend her in right into the crease. And I have deep set eyes, so I have to go right into my skin. Just very light so far. Just very light, just adding a little bit of color. Build up Tanacon just a little more. And now I'm going to take that same brush and go into Diet Root Beer right here, which is just a little bit darker. And we're just going to focus more on the outside corners of the eye, bring that in right here. And if we feel like we need to darken the outside corners even more once we get out on the green, we can do that. But since we don't really know what we're doing yet, we're just going to go right here. So I don't want to cut the crease yet. I don't think we really need to cut the crease. Normally, if I was already starting to look off darker, I would go ahead and cut the crease, but I'm not going to do that yet. Let's go ahead and try, put it back and see what we're working with. And I can totally see now, my shadow shields are crooked as hell, but that's okay. It usually doesn't matter. So I'm going to use the smaller shade brush, but I want to swatch this first, just to see, because I have not swatched it yet, just to see what we're working with. And it is really soft. Oh, wow. That is really pretty. It has a really pretty shift to it. So let's see. Oh, wow. That is really pretty. Like, St. Patty's Day is going to be lit with this shade. This is so pretty. Okay, so I can't stand it. Let's go ahead and try. We're going to grab a little bit of it right here. And let's just see. Not sure if maybe I picked up enough. This may not be a good brush. Let's see. There we go. So I'm sort of wondering if I maybe should have cut the crease just so it'd be a little bit easier to lay down. But it's not bad. It's actually blending out pretty well considering. Yeah, I think I like that. And it builds up very nice. So I'm also going to take some and run it along the bottom lash line. Let's just have a super green moment. So now I want to kind of darken up right here. We need to do something to make this an easier transition. So I'm not sure if I want to darken it or try to lighten it a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of Just a Theory just to see if maybe the shade right here, we can do something to make this transition a little bit nicer. So I'm going to dust that right here in the middle and try to blend and marry these together. So let's try, what can I try here? Just gonna grab a little bit more Diet Root Beer and maybe a little bit of Tanacon. And then we're just gonna go right back over that spot. There we go. Looking a little bit better. Now, a lot of new stuff you try. It's a lot of trial and error. You just have to kind of see what works out. This is a very odd look, but I think we're going to be able to pull it off. So I'm actually going to take this smudge brush, and I am going to grab a little bit of spiraling, this dark brown right here. And we're just going to try to darken up these outer corners a little bit. And then grab a little bit more of just a theory. And just kind of buff all this and swirl it all around and just try to blend it all out. Okay, it's looking very Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle-y, but I think once we add our liner and lashes, it's gonna all come together. So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna come back with a final thought on the shade itself. So just because we have all this green going on, I'm actually going to go into Platinum Ice Skin Frost Pro palette. I almost forgot what that was. I'm going to dip into Alien Ice right here, which is a really pretty green highlighter that I don't get to use enough. And we're just going to highlight a little bit. It's a very soft, very subtle highlighter on me. Also, I want to mention I'm not using my Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. I actually decided to go back to the Maybelline Fit Me, and now that I have it on, I don't like it. Don't get me wrong, it's a great drugstore foundation, but it's like once you go for higher quality, you can't really go back. So I'm not happy that I decided to cheap out. Sometimes quality is better than the money that you save. So I am excited to try this. So this is from the Shane Dawson line. This is the shade Jeffree What the Fuck. So we're gonna try it. Ooh, we better shake that up. And it's probably going to be too bright, too pink, but you know what? We're not going anywhere. We're still under quarantine, so, you know, let's do this. And another little trick, if you actually have difficulty with liquid lips, don't use the applicator that it comes with. Take a small brush. Now, you should use a lip brush, but I actually don't have a lip brush, so I'm going to use this small flat brush. Grab some product, and then use this to apply to your lips so you have a little bit more control. So now we can take the regular applicator and then apply like normal, because most of the line is drawn and we kind of know where to start. I actually do really like this shade, but it's a little out there for this look. So I'm going to try and experiment. I'm going to take just any old brush. I'm going to use an angled brush. I'm going to go into my Platinum Ice palette and grab a little bit of that Alien Ice and just see if I can add kind of a green highlight to this pink. I just kind of added something to it. Oh, I have highlight all over my shirt, but that's okay. So final thoughts on the shade Put It Back. Now to finish this eye look, what I did off camera after I thought about it was actually take, oh no, not this one. Silly me. I actually took a little bit of my boyfriend's purse right here, added to the inner corner of the eye, and put it just under the brow. I love the shade Put It Back. I really like it. It's a really unique green. I like the shift. Not sure if I actually like this look, the way that the look turned out, but the shade itself is actually really, really good. I can see this popping up in a lot of St. Patrick's Day looks. Christmas, I can see this being used a lot. Anytime you want a very brilliant, vibrant emerald green, I can see this coming up. The shade Jeffree What the Fuck, I actually like. Yeah, I covered it up with highlight just for the purposes of this look, but this is a really, really pretty pink. It's a very bold pink. I can see this in a lot of really glam looks. Not sure if you work in an office environment or if you go to school that you might want to wear this because it's so bold, but I do love the shade. And yeah, I kind of like how this turned out, even though this was kind of strange and impromptu. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, give me a big thumbs up, and subscribe so you know every time I have a new video coming out. Do you want to see an actual video on how to use this shade within this palette? If you want like a 3 looks 1 palette, comment down below and I will start working on that. And otherwise, I just hope you guys are staying safe, staying happy, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!